Whether it's with your partner, your children, your friends, or even your boss, these hormonal shifts don't just change how we feel about our bodies, they change how we show up emotionally and socially too. So grab a cup of tea, take a deep breath, and let's have a heart-to-heart. Welcome to Menopause Nurse Memos, empowering midlife one memo at a time, the podcast where we tackle perimenopause and menopause topics head-on with honesty, empathy, and a whole lot of heart. I'm Vicky Ellison, a nurse for 33 years and a menopause specialist nurse practitioner, an independent prescriber and founder of Calm Menopause and Wellbeing Clinic based in Appley Bridge. The hormone roller coaster. What is actually happening? Well, let's start with the basics. Perimenopause is a phase leading up to menopause when your hormones, primarily estrogen and progesterone, start fluctuating, but also testosterone has slowly been declining since your late 20s. The decline in estrogen and progesterone can begin as early as your late 30s or early 40s. Menopause itself is technically defined as 12 months without a period, and the average age in the UK is around 51. Now, why do hormones matter so much in relationships? Well, because hormones don't just regulate your cycle, they impact your mood, energy, sleep, libido, memory, and even how emotionally resilient you feel. So when estrogen and progesterone drops, then you might suddenly feel more irritable or anxious. You might cry at a commercial or seeing a photo of a cute kitten. Or you may snap at your partner for breathing too deeply, chewing food too loudly, or even just being in the same room as you. Your sleep might be disrupted, possibly due to night sweats or anxiety, and we all know what poor sleep does to our patience, making it short and snappy. These changes are real. They are not just in your head, and they can absolutely ripple into your relationship. The impact on romantic relationships is huge. So let's talk about intimate partnerships first, because this is where I see the most tension arise. Starting with libido changes. One of the biggest complaints I hear from patients is I just don't feel like myself, or I have no desire for sex. This isn't a moral failing or lack of love, it's biological, whether it's due to vaginal dryness, pain during intercourse, or decreasing testosterone levels may all be playing a part when it comes to no libido or desire towards your partner. And if that's not talked about openly, resentment can grow, misunderstandings multiply, and relationships break down. Vaginal dryness, painful intercourse, and urinary symptoms. These can all have an impact when it comes to being intimate. No one wants to have feelings of pain, almost like broken glass internally. But there are treatments available, either in the form of vaginal moisturizers and lubricants or vaginal estrogens, which are now easily available over the counter from all chemists and are safe for use in all women. Mood swings and emotional reactivity. Because estrogen has a calming, stabilizing effect on the brain, when it dips, you may feel more reactive, weepy, or overwhelmed. Acting in this manner may mean your partner might not know what has hit them, or you both as a couple. And without realizing, you might not recognize this yourself either. So communication between couples can break down. And many women tell me they feel unseen or dismissed during this phase. They are juggling work, have aging parents or children, particularly worse if they are hormonal themselves at the same time, and then this invisible hormonal chaos occurs. All this, understandably, can cause women to feel utterly alone. So explaining how you are feeling and coping, or not if that is the case, can help your partner and colleagues try to understand what you are experiencing. I also encourage couples to redefine intimacy during this phase. Sometimes that means cuddling instead of intercourse. Sometimes it means scheduling in regular check-ins or date nights, but above all, it means making space for vulnerability without shame. Friendships and social life can have a huge impact on relationships. As menopause can feel so isolating, you might cancel plans more often because you're exhausted or just not interested, or you may start to notice that your friendships don't feel as fulfilling anymore. If your friends are aware of what you are experiencing, it can be hugely beneficial. Also, not everyone is in the same phase of life as you are, so you may feel you are going through perimenopause while your best friend is pregnant, or your co-workers are in their early 20s and full of energy, whilst you're barely dragging yourself out of bed. These can cause really lonely feelings. And finally, there's the emotional sensitivity. You might interpret texts differently, feel more easily hurt, or withdraw yourself without meaning to. If that's you, just know you are not broken, you are not alone, you are transitioning through menopause. And sometimes that means friendships shift, but often it also means finding newer, deeper connections with people who truly get it. Parenting and family dynamics. Many women go through perimenopause at the exact same time their children are hitting puberty. Hormones are flying everywhere, in every direction. It's no wonder tensions can be high. Your patience may be thinner, and you might feel triggered by things that never used to bother you before. I always say, if you find yourself yelling more than usual or shutting down emotionally, check in with yourself first before you assume the relationship is broken. Sometimes what's needed is a pause, a good cry, a walk alone, or a talk with a therapist or a friend. Also, this is a great time to model emotional honesty for your children, such as telling them that you're feeling off today, not that it's their fault, just some hormonal stuff. That simple sentence can build trust. They know more than you think they do, and if you truly believe they have no idea what is happening to you, then talk, explain. They will thank you for your honest explanation. Healing, growing, and navigating together. So here is the good news. Menopause isn't just an ending, it's a powerful transition. Yes, it can be messy. Yes, it tests relationships, but it also offers clarity. Many women tell me this phase helped them to set better boundaries, speak up for their needs, reconnect with their partners in new ways, and build deeper friendships. This isn't a time to shrink, it's a time to get real with yourself and the people around you. So, some practical tips for relationship resilience. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with a few practical tips. Name what's happening. Share with your loved ones that you are going through perimenopause or menopause, giving them context. It helps if everyone around you understands. Schedule intimacy check-ins. Even 10 minutes to talk openly with your partner can build connections. But ideally, arranging date nights and time out together away from the stresses and strains of everyday life can prove beneficial towards enhancing your relationship. Accessing therapy isn't a failure, it's a gift. Individuals or couples therapy during this time can be life-changing. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If no one's told you this lately, you are allowed to not feel yourself. You are allowed to not be okay every day, but you are absolutely still lovable, valuable, and worthy, especially now. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself. You're doing better than you think. Next time on the podcast, we are talking about the effects perimenopause and menopause can have on mental health. Thank you for spending time with me today on Menopause Nurse Memos. If this episode resonates with you or you know someone who needs to hear it, then share and leave your comments in the chat. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until the next time, take care of yourselves. You are worth it.